This is Ayurveda Health and Wellness Podcast, where you get to meet the best Ayurveda practitioners so that you can transform your life through Ayurvedic science. Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of Ayurveda Health and Wellness with me, Hitesh Anand, and Dr. Kanika Verma. Today we are going to talk about another very interesting topic, which is grounding. And what does grounding means, and how does it relate to Ayurveda? There's a lot to talk about today, I guess. This is something which is very new for me as well, and I would love to discuss and talk this with Dr. Kanika Verma. So, hi, Kanika.
Hi.
All right. So, Kanika, first of all, what is grounding?
See, grounding is a concept which says that we all know about grounding or earthing concept. The earthing, for example, we do earthing in the houses where electrical circuits, they are grounded, they are earth, so that the appliances do not have overflow of electricity. The extra electricity is always grounded to the earth.
Right.
Yeah. So in the similar manner, our body also needs grounding.
Okay.
Yeah. The point is that the earth is a big electromagnet. We all know about it, that the earth is a big electromagnet and it has a very powerful electromagnetic field. Okay.
True.
Yeah. So each individual, each living being that is present on earth, whether they're animals, birds, or human beings, they all have their individual magnetic field, biomagnetic field. And just like, all the atoms inside a magnet, they are equally charged as the magnet. When they align in one specific direction, the magnet forms that poles. When they are not aligned, the magnet, there's no magnet.
True.
Right. In the similar manner, we all are also small, tiny magnets present inside the big magnet. That's our planet Earth. And then when we align ourselves to the magnetic field of the earth, then we are balanced. And when we are not aligned to it, then we are not balanced. So this is the entire concept of earthing. And it has been scientifically proven that earth maintains a negative potential. Okay. And when we touch earth with our bare feet, we absorb the electrons from the earth and we can balance our own biomagnetic field. Okay, so if you look at animals, they are always grounded, they are always earth because they don't wear shoes.
True.
Yeah. So this is the concept, and it has come up like anything. There have been incredible health benefits by just walking bare feet, and people are amazed with all these health benefits. So this is what grounding is all about. This is what body earthing. It can also be called body earthing. That's the entire concept.
Okay. So if you may tell our viewers and listeners, how and why are we not grounded today?
Yeah. See, when we were cave people or, primitive civilizations, most of them, they used to walk barefoot. Okay.
Right.
So they were in direct touch with the earth. They were in direct touch with that huge magnet. So they were naturally grounded. Any disbalance inside their magnetic field was immediately relayed off to the earth. Okay. Because their feet were in touch with the earth, just like animals. But and also up to, past few decades, we were grounded. Even leather or all kind of natural fibers, natural products like leather, wood, any kind of shoes made up out of natural material, they help us to be grounded. So even a few decades back, when there were no rubber soles, we were grounded. Today, what happens? We do not touch the earth. You can tell me how many times you have touched the earth bare feet without your shoes or without, a plastic. We are so full of polyester, plastic mats everywhere, and our entire house is completely insulated to protect either from cold or from rain or from almost everything, from pathogens, from microbes. We have made ourselves so clean that we are hardly in touch with nature. So we today do not touch the ground at all. The bare ground, the bare earth on which the plants grow, we do hardly touch that. Yeah. When the children, even the children, when they go out to play, they are wearing the rubber soles, which were not present some 50 years back. Now they are like, everyone is wearing them.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
So right from the moment we walk out of the house till the time we come back into the house, we are on these soles, these rubber soles. We are not into touch with the earth. Even the children that are playing even the people who are working in farms, they are also not in touch with the earth. And when you come back at home, obviously nowadays there are like tiles made up of plastic material or something, artificial substance, fiber and all. So again, these artificial products, they inhibit the flow of electromagnetic energy from earth to reach our feet. And you know what, we have become individual magnets in a big magnetic field where we are not aligned to the magnetic field, and this is causing severe disorders.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if I recall my, regular day, I'm pretty sure I do not touch earth from my feet. I guess, the house where I live is all carpeted, so there's nothing you touch. Then once you get out, you're just wearing your shoes all day, obviously. So it's pretty much almost none. No time when you touch the earth directly, which is very interesting when you think about it. Oh my God, no, we're not even touching earth. We're living on earth, but we're not touching earth.
We are not touching.
So what I mean, in terms of scientific research and scientific findings, what does science say about grounding, and how do we substantiate this thing with science?
This is completely science based, because it has been a lot of people have come up with lots of studies. I'd like to show them on this screen. Is that lots and lots of studies, positive studies. I found it incredible when I saw these studies. These are the certain studies, and they show that there have been incredible improvement in sleep cycles, because Earth not only helps us in maintaining this bioelectric field, it also helps us to regulate the biophysical cycles that are running in our body. See, these biophysical cycles, this biological clock is connected to several other things in the universe. It is connected to moon. The lunar phases, they affect our blood circulation. Everyone knows about it. The earth magnetic field, it affects our biophysical cycles. So you see, the sleep, hormonal balance, lots of things, lots of cycles in our body are related to this biomagnetic balance. And this balance, when it is disrupted, there is disbalance in all these cycles. So see, now we are facing so much of hormonal imbalance. Even teenager girls, teenager boys, they face hormonal imbalance. There's so much of sleep disorders. So many people are developing insomnia. And it is surprising, it is incredible to find that there have been certain studies on grounding which actually prove that the moment you start sleeping on the floor, or you are in touch with the floor, these grounding studies, they established a market for one grounding mat, earthing mat. Okay, so right now people do not have an opportunity, or probably they might feel uncomfortable going out and sleeping on the earth, or walking on the floor. So walking on the earth. So now they have come up with grounding mats, and these mats, a lot of studies are conducted. based on these mats, and they show that there have been radical improvement in sleep cycle within a few days of using these mats. When the people were actually grounded, they slept better. The rates of sleep disorders, the incidences of insomnia, they decreased drastically. Chronic pain, inflammatory disorders, autoimmune disorders, name it. And there have been certain, like if you can see on the screen, there were improvement in stress, in pain, in cortisol levels. Cortisol is the stress hormone. There was significant reduction in the secretion of stress hormone when the people were grounded. And when you're doing all this, when you're sleeping better, when you're less stressed, then obviously all other biophysical cycles in our body, they become balanced, right? So there have been lots of studies, and they all show significant benefits, like confirming shifts from sympathetic to parasympathetic activity. Now, the sympathetic nervous system is an emergency system. And when you are in the emergency system, your digestion stops, your excretion stops, all the vital functions of your body stop, because you're focusing more on running or fighting. So when you're scared, or when you're frustrated, or when you're angry, you don't feel hungry, right? So when you're stress-free, you regain your natural hunger, you regain your natural digestion. And that's where earthing comes in picture. If earthing can actually help us regain our natural hunger, our natural digestion, our natural sense of peace, then it can bring about so much of benefit. Yeah. So as I can see on the screen, even immunological benefits, you can improve your immunity when you walk on earth. And sometimes it seems so incredible to people that such simple thing can bring so many benefits. And I believe if anyone would go online and search for earthing benefits, he will be completely amazed by the amount of research that is available today about it.
Okay, and I'm really fascinated by this earthing mats that you talked about. And I mean, are these mats, just out of curiosity, are they really available online to buy them?
Yeah, I think so, because and lots of people are buying them because of the researchers that have come up. Even you will find the major articles about earthing online on major healthcare websites now. The doctors, the physicians, they're writing their reviews on it.
So how are these earthing mats? Like, are they, are they like normal, mats, or what do you call it, mattresses that have earthing in them, or how, you have any idea? Like,
yeah, actually what happens, they have a circuit. It's basically a circuit. Yeah, there are two ends to it. One is connected to the mat or mattress, whatever. There are blankets also, I believe, available. Okay, so these one end of the circuit is connected to the product, and the other end you go outside your house and dig earth and put the other circuit on the earth. So that ways you are connected. I mean, you see, life has become so complicated. But yes, this earthing mat is available online, and whoever is not able to go and walk outside on earth, they can use these mats. And you see, I have seen examples of people who've been on wheelchair, and they started walking. People who faced insomnia and they started sleeping well. People with inflammatory disorders, you see, when their palms, they start burning, especially in rheumatoid arthritis, and these people experience significant benefit. So yes, it is incredible.
that's really, that's one of the product that now I'm going to add to my cart and buy it very soon, because I really do feel like, especially living in colder countries, obviously you have to secure yourself from the winters, the cold, and that's why you obviously cover yourself every time, all the time. And obviously due to that, you are not in touch with the earth. Rather, you try to avoid touching the earth because of the cold. Yeah, there has to be a way how you can actually be in touch with earth and the nature.
In that case, we should talk about Wim Hof. I am sure you know about him.
Yeah. I guess we have talked about him in one of our earlier
Yeah, one of
podcasts
our
as
episodes
well.
we have.
Yeah. No, that's amazing. So how does Kanika, Ayurveda relate to grounding? What is Ayurveda saying about grounding, or are they related?
Grounding is all over Ayurveda. I was so surprised to find the constant relationship between earth and Ayurveda is, as we all know, it's completely natural, and simplicity is the very basic approach of Ayurveda. This earthing is completely in line with that simplicity of Ayurveda. See, I am sure you must remember. I don't know. My grandmother used to tell me, "Go walk bare feet on the grass. It will help
Yes.
improve your eyesight." It's a very common saying in India.
Yeah.
So you see, people were.
Even I do remember, and very clearly, uh, one of my family member, he was recommended by, in fact, a doctor who said that you should, every day in the morning you should walk on the grass when it has dew on it, you know. And that has a lot of benefits. So yeah, it is very much prevalent in India for a very long time. But yeah, of course, with the change in lifestyles and people, disconnecting themselves from the nature, that has become a bit rare these days. Yeah. No, that's amazing. In terms of the benefits of grounding, obviously you have told us a lot of things. Are there more benefits that you say that comes along with the grounding?
Yes. In fact, see, I would say that entire body benefits, right from your head to your toes. There are benefits everywhere, because it's like going back to the lap of Mother Nature, where you
Right.
feel safe and secure. I would like to add one very interesting thing which I discovered during my study on grounding, is that this is Kartik, month of Kartik, according to Indian calendar, and uh, the Vedic tradition, it says that in this month you must sleep on floor. This is one
Okay.
month. So you see, there is a continuous relationship between what is going on in our universe. There is some, I don't know, I am going to study this. What happens in the month of Kartik? This is the time when pitta dosha, or the inflammation in the body, is at its highest. There's a cycle of inflammation, and in this season the inflammation, it goes like this and becomes highest in this season. And in this season, in this month, it is recommended in Ayurveda, in Vedic sciences, that you must sleep on the floor. Besides, whenever a lady has a period, she's supposed to sleep on the floor. Earlier, now it was considered to be like anti-feminine and stuff like that. But it has its benefits. When you're sleeping on the floor, periods can cause a lot of hormonal imbalance inside the body.
True.
They can be painful. You can feel stressed, frustrated, and many women, they get anger fits. They feel depressed. When you sleep on the floor, all this immediately goes away. And I've personally tried it. It is very beneficial. I would recommend it. So you see, whenever you're fasting, when you're doing dry fasting or any kind of fasting, you must sleep on the floor. And there are certain religious festivals on which you must sleep on the floor, and there is a relation of astronomical events to that those dates. So yes, I believe there's lots and lots of interesting things to explore in context of earthing and Ayurveda.
Wow, that's that's so interesting. And yeah, there is always some reason behind the saying in Vedic science. Of course, the way the information was conveyed earlier was relating it to something, not directly maybe saying about the benefits, but more of a suggesting a lifestyle that you should be following. So it'll be it'll make gods happy. It will do do something. But the the idea was so that people can live a natural and healthy life. And remember those things easily, because when you can relate them to a story or something, then it becomes more easily and convenient for people, to remember and follow those things. So yeah, really interesting. Right. So, Kanika, thanks a lot for this, knowledge-filled episode of Ayurvedic life and grounding, and how they are so much related, and how grounding is so important for us, and how we are ignoring. This is also becomes a part of the fact that we are always ignoring the nature, and we're cutting off ourselves off the nature, and unknowingly so, because of the kind of lifestyle that we are choosing, and due to this, we are facing a lot of problems in terms of health, mental stress, and then we go on and take the medicines, and then we fall in the loop of never-ending medicine, and then side effects, and then again medicine, and then side effects, and wasting like half of our lives, and all those things, rather than just going back to nature and healing ourselves through the nature. So thank you, Kanika, again. What an amazing conversation this has been, and something that is, I guess this is something that is very easy for people to follow. If they are conscious about it, if they can consciously follow, making sure that they are connected to Earth, and then that's something that they can actually do, keep their health in proper place. So yeah, thanks a lot again, Kanika, and we shall connect again in the next episode very soon.
Yeah, thank you so much, Hitesh. Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hope you enjoyed our podcast. Do not forget to follow us or subscribe. This podcast is brought to you by Kiwi Towels, bringing Ayurvedic dyeing to the modern world.